Hi everyone, welcome to a very special edition of Spotlight. We're not in studio, we're actually on location at Prairie Theatre Exchange in a rehearsal room with the cast of the Winnipeg Studio Theatre 2.0. And right now I have the artistic director, Erin McGraw. Erin, congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm really excited about what we've got coming up and the new path that I think we're starting out on with Winnipeg Studio Theatre.
So the new path, Erin, that's interesting. And because Winnipeg Studio Theatre has always been known to do like those works and bring things that, people don't normally see. But you're actually taking it one step further.
That's my hope. I mean, Winnipeg Studio Theatre has always done an amazing job being a bridge for new artists as they're starting out on their career. And as a director, as an educator, that's been something that's been really important to me in terms of the work that I choose to do. So this was a really exciting opportunity for me, and I saw myself as a good fit for this company in terms of being able to nurture these new artists where they were at. So as we launch back in post-pandemic, we certainly know there's been a lot of artists, a lot of young artists who were graduating from theater school, who missed those early years with COVID, who were stuck at home, not able to go to openings, to go to auditions in person, to get to know each other and to really meet their community. So we're looking at launching new initiatives that are just really looking to make our space a place where new artists can practice and build their skills and take that forward in their career as they start auditioning for our larger companies here like Prairie Theatre Exchange and Manitoba Theatre Centre. So we're just looking at building resources, looking at formats. How can we adjust those? How can we make it possible for artists to really launch their careers? I mean, it's challenging when you need to pay your rent and take care of your family and all those realities. It can be really difficult to accept a gig that will only last for 3 weeks. So we're looking at what sort of formats are in place that have maybe been restricting our artists' abilities to really get started, and how can we make this process more accessible and really showcase the artist community that we have here in Winnipeg, especially our new artists who are up and coming.
And accessibility, that's a really important word. Because for everything, you want people to dream the big dreams, dream that you can be an actor. And you are being a lot more receptive and accessible to all sorts of actors.
Certainly. For me, we are really lucky with Winnipeg Studio Theatre in that we are a small independent theatre company, which means we are not necessarily working under the same contracts that the larger theaters are, and that just allows us a bit of freedom to play and to experiment. So this production of Fame is actually falling under what we're calling our research initiative. So we are looking at standard formats and how can we adjust those a little bit. So we've been rehearsing in a very extended part-time way. We do have some performers who have to carry full-time jobs, who maybe financially contribute to their families. There could be a variety of reasons where financially they can't just step away from a job and start a show, which we all know is very difficult. We wanted to be accessible to caregivers, parents who have small children. I'm in training with a service dog who is being trained to detect low blood sugar for diabetes. So, we have occasionally, my cast has been great about it, having her in the room because she is very much in training. So we're looking at this whole process and kind of going, how can we it's not so much about making accommodations, but looking at just adjusting what is normal, right?
Yeah.
So as opposed to going, well, this is our format and we will accommodate you, my hope is that we're going, what can we do just to make this process
That's fabulous.
Just more reasonable to artists' lives beyond. Looking at silver linings of COVID, we learned that while we prefer to be in person, there are some value to remote resources. So we've implemented some new technology that's allowing our artists to work on their music from home. We have choreography videos and lessons online, so if they can't be in the room, that they can still keep up, but also just maintaining in between because it is an extended process. So it is definitely an experiment, but we're learning a lot.
It is ever evolving, and through all of this, and yes, folks, Fame is coming to town and you have to see it. It's going to be a blockbuster. Bring the kids during spring break. It's a wonderful show. It's very apropos, I think, the storyline and what you're trying to do for yourself, Erin, now, working towards this goal of finally getting all of these wonderful actors on stage? What has it been like for you?
Oh, it's unbelievable. I mean, I have been dreaming about this project for a long time. I mean, it is fame. It's, you know, everybody knows it. It's this kind of cliche 80s story. But for me, it was an opportunity for the script, for the story, just to be a vehicle for us to look at how can we reflect this amazing community we have in Winnipeg. So yes, it's set in New York. Yes, it's set in the 80s, but we're thinking of that more just as a lens to really showcase what our performing arts students here look like and are like in Winnipeg right now. So I think our take on it is pretty exciting and fresh, and to sit in the room having daydreamed this project for so long, like so often, I can't tell you, you know, my throat closes up and my eyes go, and I mean, you'll see some of them later, they're so talented, and I feel so privileged that I get to watch their journey and I get to see them up there, especially after us being apart for so long.
Oh, well, okay, you gotta come to the show, Gas Station Theatre, March 31st to April 8th. Okay.
Yeah.
And for tickets?
Call timetickets.com.
Timetickets.com. All right, don't go away, because after the break, you're going to meet a few of the stars from fame.
This time, we're going to play a theater game called Truth or Consequences. I want you to share with the class a secret about yourself, something that reveals the essence of who you really are. My name is Samuel Plett. I'm playing Mr. Myers, the acting teacher.
I'm JJ Scher. I'm playing Tyrone Jackson in the show Fame.
I'm Victoria Esconde. I play Carmen Diaz, who's this like spunky, confident dancer in the show.
I've been a professional actor for about 18 years. I'm an autistic performer. It's had a lot of, you know, sort of barriers that come with that, but also acting has been one of those things that brings me joy and has always been sort of my safe place.
My dance experience, I took classes, every single style, basically at Shelley Shearer School of Dance here in Winnipeg, and I was back in grade 11. I'm 19 now, so that was a few years ago, but I'm back here now, was living out in Vancouver prior. I'm good to be back.
I actually started off as a dancer. I started in high school, actually, with Sizzler's Most Wanted, shout out, and then from there got into the School of Contemporary Dancers, so I was a modern dancer. And then I got into theater a little later in life, so I want to say even like 5-ish years ago, so still relatively new-ish to me.
I really love how Tyrone's upfront and bold because I'm not too much like that in person. I like to push myself, especially when I'm doing like a role. I love that he's loud, I love that he's swearing, I love that he's like, he just has an attitude.
To be a part of this group means so much to me because Erin has put in so much work in making sure that us as performers have been represented the way we are and not trying to shove ourselves into this box of these characters. I'm a Filipino Canadian. Carmen is usually like this Latina woman, and it's great, I love it, but she usually speaks Spanish, and I'm like, I don't speak Spanish. Just the fact that we're able to tweak things to fit us as performers is really nice.
Very interesting thing about playing the acting teacher is that I myself in acting school very much struggled because there was a barrier between what the acting teacher was saying and the way that I understood things. This teacher says a lot of the things that those teachers said to me. What I had to do was say, it's not about understanding his teaching style, it's about understanding how he feels about his students. And he's a teacher who loves his students, he is invested in them. All he wants is to see them grow and do their best.
She's passing you. Better hurry if you wanna look. Maybe you'll get her in your autograph book. She's passing you.
I'm so thankful that the schedule has been flexible to be able to pursue other projects at the same time. Just be able to perform with these folks has been amazing. If it wasn't for that, oh man, I'd be real sad if I didn't get to do it.
Well, I will say that for a lot of neurodivergent people, there are a lot of expectations that we cannot do certain things. If you're passionate about something, and also when you have people who are just willing to give you that space, you can do so much. I'm thankful for what Winnipeg Studio Theatre is doing here, allowing people to flourish and try things that they haven't done before.
It's really good to like be in a show and like see who's acting, and there's like so many people that I'm being introduced to in like the Winnipeg scene, and some of you want to audition for more things, and like all the people here are just very talented. It's good here, it's good here.
That is a wrap for Hugh at Home. Thank you so much, Aaron, and to all of the cast at Fame. Don't forget, folks, it's Fame, March 31st to April 8th at the Gas Station Theatre. And for tickets, Aaron?
Calltimetickets.com.
Oh, and for more information on Winnipeg Studio Theatre, where can people go?
You can go to winnipegstudiotheatre.com, and you can also follow us on Instagram or our Facebook page. On our Instagram, we've had some of the artists in the show posting lots of fun videos behind the scenes and rehearsal and stuff too, so you can get little sneak peeks there. But yeah, winnipegstudiotheatre.com is where most of our information is.
Perfect. Thanks again, Aaron. And thank you for sticking around for Hugh at Home, and go ahead and make today the best day ever. See you next time on Hugh at Home.